How you doing, everybody? So I'm upstairs right now, playing with my dog a little bit. But yeah, I got a mouse story for you. About 5.5, maybe 5 years, 7 months ago, I'm coming out my basement and I got the door open. The sun's beaming down. It's in the afternoon. I see this little thing on the ground. And it's no bigger than a tip of my thumb, and it's a mouse. So I picked the mouse up, I got it in my hand, and I run upstairs, show the wife, and she goes, "Kill it, kill that dang thing." I said, "I can't do it. It's a baby mouse. I can't kill it." So I take the mouse and I bring it up to work, and I find an old fish tank up there, and I put the mouse in there, and I run back home. I put some food in there and stuff like that, some peanut butter or whatever. And I come back home, and the next night, which is a Sunday night, we see another mouse kind of crawling across the floor. So I grab that mouse. She goes, "What are you going to do with him?" I go, "I'm going to put him with the other mouse." So I run up to work. I put him in a bag or like a plastic bag holding him, and I place him in the cage in the fish tank. And the funny thing happened is these two mice started hopping, and they started hopping for like a minute. So they must have knew each other. They must have been siblings or something like that. So I had two mice. So I got online and I looked up how long the typical field mouse lives. It's like 2 years to 2.5 years. I'm going, oh gosh, I got to take care of these mice for that long. Well, as the years went by, I would have to go to work at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning just to get stuff done. Sometimes you had to put in 16-hour days. And what I always would hear when I was in my room where I had my machine at was the wheel. The wheel moving it, the mice were running on the wheel at 4 o'clock in the morning. So they kept me company. Well, as time passed, one of the mouse died. And so I told my wife, I said, "Go get me 2 more mice." And she hates mice. I said, "Go get me 2 more mice. I don't want this one mouse to be lonely, so give me a couple more mice." So she did. She went and got me 2 fancy mice. One was a white one that I'm positive was blind because he would make this noise all the time. And he's the only one that made this noise. And that's how he got around. Well, and after about 3 months, he died. But then I had another one that she got, and he was a big brown mouse. And this guy, he must have had a pituitary gland problem because he got huge. He got almost as big as a hamster. I know he wasn't a hamster, but he got big. And he couldn't even fit in the tube anymore. Well, after about another 3 months or 4 months, that mouse died. So I only had 1 mouse left. So as time passed, we ended up selling the building, and I brought the cage home because I didn't want the mouse at this new building. So I brought the cage home, and I went downstairs this tonight to feed my mouse, and he died. And that mouse lived about 5 years and 7 months. So 5 years and 7 months. So that mouse was my Green Mile mouse. I didn't think he would ever die. That mouse outlived our Mastiff. Our Mastiff lived about 5 years, and this mouse lived longer than our dog. Right, buddy? So I'm actually kind of bummed out about this. I know it's just a mouse. You guys say, "Boo-hoo-hoo, what are you crying about?" I'm not crying, but I'm a little bummed out about it because that mouse kind of kept me company for a good 4 years when I was at work, and those late hours or those early morning hours, that's what I got to listen to was that darn mouse making noises, keeping me company. So, I don't know, I just kind of want to have a record of this. When I'm old and maybe when I get senile and I can't remember things, I can look back on this video saying, I had a mouse one time, and that mouse was my Green Mile mouse, and he lived pretty long. So that's kind of why I'm putting the record out there. Later on in life, maybe I can see it. Maybe you guys enjoyed the stories too. I don't know. But that's my story of my Green Mile mouse, and he passed away today. So thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it. Be safe, and until next time, thanks.